much for coming back to my channel. I've got some crafting to share with you today and a short tutorial. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. I've been MIA for 2 weeks and I'm finally back with another video. So I have actually a couple that I've filmed today on some little one-page mini albums that I created, and actually these are totally not my idea. I was inspired by so many talented ladies here on YouTube, and I just kind of want to make it to where it's simple but adorable and kind of even mass produce worthy, to where you can maybe make these for a craft fair or a bunch of favors for a party or Mother's Day gifts or anything. So this project in this video, you do not need double-sided paper, but this is a way to kill a 12 by 12 paper pad if you want to mass produce these things. I'm working with the Graphic 45 Seasons collection, and I have the 12 by 12 pad, and I also have the 12 by 12 patterns and solids. And so I already made one of these cute little albums, which I'm going to show you here in just a second, and then we're going to make one here on camera. So the one that I came up with is right here, and when I say mini, you guys, these are mini albums. You can fit maybe 1 or 2 small pictures per page and maybe some journaling, but this is so simple and so cute and such a great way to use up your paper. Now, as I said before, you don't need double-sided paper for this one, but in my next video, I'm going to be showing you another way to do one sheet album, and you are going to need double-sided paper for that, and Graphic 45 is great. But I went ahead and I did use double-sided anyways, and we're going to use a double-sided piece for this as well. So I'm going to choose one of these cute patterns and solids and make like another little spring style mini album. And this could not be easier. You need like minimal supplies, and it's just really fun. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to need, and I'm just going to tell you the supplies along the way here. So the first thing you're going to need is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Make sure that if it has a branding strip that you cut that off and make it as close to 12 by 12 as possible. You can even stick this in your paper cutter and make sure that it's exactly 12 by 12, but I'm not going to use my paper cutter. I'm just going to cut that strip off, and now I've got a perfect square 12 by 12. So the side that you want showing is the side you're going to have on the outside, obviously. So go ahead and fold your 12 by 12 piece in half, and then you're going to go ahead and fold it in half again. Go ahead and make your lines nice and crisp with your bone folder, and make sure it's as even as possible, and your bone folder will help with that. And so you fold it in half again, and now you're going to take those flaps and you're going to fold them in half again. So you're going to fold them back on each other to meet that middle fold line for both sides. So do that side and then turn it over and do the other side. And once you do this, make your lines nice and crisp, and you're going to open it up, and you're going to see that there's 8 panels. See, it makes like a little M or a W, and then when you open it up, it's going to have 8 panels. Then all you need to do is you need to cut a little slit off the 2 middle panels. So I'm just going to use my scissors, and that needs to be open. So I'm literally just taking my scissors and cutting a little sliver off of those 2 panels in the middle to meet the other 2 score lines. And see how it's open? That's just where the opening needs to be. So I slowed this next part down so you can kind of see how the album comes together. You're going to take this, and where the opening is, you're going to spread it apart, and it's going to have 4 flaps. It kind of looks like a star or a cross. You're going to grab the 2 other flaps, not the other one that you just squeezed open with the opening, but the 2 other ones. Take that last one and fold it back. And this makes a book. It could not be easier. So if you need to keep playing that part over, it's really simple. So after you do that, you're going to take your bone folder and just crease your folds down, because they kind of get a little bit thick because we're stacking paper now. And so you're just going to take your bone folder, and this is basically the construction of your cute little one-page mini album. So as you can see, this is basically it. We are going to do some gluing here in a second, because as you can see, those little pieces are open, and we don't want those. We want them just to be solid, strong pages. So I'm showing you again back, seeing where you kind kind of see like how it's open, and we're going to go ahead and glue those down. So it's really simple. All you do is, I would use wet glue for this because you need room to move and room to make it perfect. And if you use your ATG gun, it's not really forgiving. So I actually am using a permanent glue stick. This works really, really good. Make sure you get the extra strength and make sure it's permanent. So then I'm just going to take the glue all around the edges and then fill in the center. Just kind of be generous with it because you're going to glue all these together. So once again, you're going to close it and you're going to construct it the same way we just did, where the opening creates 2 more flaps. Close those and then bring the other one around. And at this point, every page is now stuck together. So you're going to want to take your bone folder and really crease them down so that they will stay glued, and it makes one solid page per little flip. So I like to take my bone folder and just kind of make sure the glue is all set. And this is basically your little cute album. And now you can decorate it any way you want. You can also take another one just like this and glue it to the back so it has 8 pages instead of 4. You can glue as many together as you want. But I'm just making these 1 12 by 12 page little mini albums with 4 pages, and I think it's so adorable. So now let's go ahead, and I'm going to set this to music, and I'm just going to decide how to decorate this. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so here it is. And I know that was very, very simple, minimal supplies, but imagine if you could take a paper pad and make one of these out of each sheet and like give them out to friends along with your gift, you know, for birthdays or Christmas. This is just super cute. You could even write messages on every page. You could put pictures. You could even glue like memorabilia for like a trip, like ticket stubs and things like that. Anything. Like these are so easy and fun to make. And you could really get addicted to making them because I know we all have that paper that we just want to use up. So there's my little project. I really hope you enjoyed this. Again, I know it's not a new idea, but I just think to bring it back to life and to kind of look at it in a way where you can kill a paper pad or use up some of your stash, I think it's a great project for that. If you enjoyed this, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already for future videos. And I'm going to be doing another mini album made with one piece of 12 by 12, and I hope you come back and watch that. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!